We31 Storm Tracker meteorologist Carson Meredith with 31 Triple Dollar.
Well, Carson, it is definitely a soaker out there. You have to leave some extra time when you're heading out.
Yeah,
Yes.
and some heavier rain that's causing ponding on the roads, too. We got a few thunderstorms that we're watching. Let's go to 31 Triple Doppler. I'll show you one of those thunderstorms that's pretty much on top of Decatur as we speak. Here in the Huntsville Metro, we just got some showers in the western part of Madison County, really out towards the Arsenal, town Madison as well. But let's zoom in tighter on that one storm that is knocking on the doorstep of downtown Decatur. Very heavy rain right on the Tennessee River. Few lightning strikes as well. This particular storm has been right between Athens and Decatur for the last 15 to 30 minutes, and it's moving more towards the south and east as opposed to due east. So for the most part, this thunderstorm should not be a major issue for Huntsville. But if you're watching us in the city of Madison, you could be dealing with some heavier rain over the next half hour to 45 minutes. It's just going to be one of those days and one of those weeks, unfortunately, feeling more like June or July instead of the second week of May. Here's what you can expect on this Monday. The most widespread storms will be this morning, but because of that warm, humid air in place, we'll still have the chance for a few pop-up storms as the afternoon goes on. Just not as widespread as what we're dealing with right now. Later on this evening, we stay mostly dry for any evening plans you might have. But after midnight tonight, we've got another round of storms moving through that'll be fairly widespread. And some of those storms overnight tonight could be strong yet again, very similar to this morning. On the Skycam network, if you're not seeing those showers and storms, you're seeing very cloudy skies. Look closely, you can see the darker clouds in Decatur from that thunderstorm I was just talking about. Temperature-wise, we're in the mid-60s at the moment. Kiddos at the bus stop, keep them in your cars if you possibly can. We don't want those kids standing outside with some of these thunderstorms rolling through. Temperatures stay in the upper 60s as the kids head off to school this morning, and our high temperatures are in the mid-80s today. We got up to 87 yesterday. We'll be a few degrees cooler than that today with cloud cover. Our forecast high is 83. Let's talk about that next round of storms moving in tonight. We're not going to see widespread severe weather overnight tonight, but you definitely might get woken up by a few rumbles of thunder once again. And some of those stronger storms, should they hold together, could produce larger hailstones. We're talking marble, maybe quarter-size hail in the worst scenarios. And we could have some gusty winds upwards of 50, maybe 60 miles per hour. But the main concern, just like this morning, is going to be heavy rain. You get some of these storms that just sit in the same spot for 30 to 45 minutes. They're going to cause some ponding on the roads, and they could cause some flash flooding. That would be the main concern to watch by this time tomorrow. Let's walk you through today on future radar. We'll dry things out just a bit through the afternoon. Still humid enough and still warm enough for a few of those pop-up storms through the afternoon. Then that next big wave of storms moves in after midnight tonight. Note the time, this is around 3 a.m. I do expect most of these storms, that is, to weaken as they push south, but we'll still have that threat for gusty winds, heavy rain, and maybe some smaller hailstones as well. Good news is this particular round of storms tomorrow morning will be moving faster than what we're dealing with right now. So by the time we get to the morning commute, we should start to dry things out, but the roads will still be tricky tomorrow morning. And then tomorrow afternoon, we've got another round of showers and storms that develops mainly for our southern counties. And those storms tomorrow afternoon could pose a threat for gusty winds once again. And these storm chances aren't going anywhere. I will say Wednesday looks mostly dry. Still can have a pop-up or two here and there. But as we get towards Thursday and Friday, those storm chances just aren't going anywhere. And as you look at the 10-day forecast, the warm, humid weather is not going anywhere either. Saturday and Sunday, while we're mostly dry, we're in the upper 80s, and there's a chance, especially for Mother's Day, that we could hit 90 for the first time this year.
Ooh, it's gonna be a hot mama.
It's gonna be hot.
A hot day for a hot mama. I like that. Okay. All right. Thank you so much, Carson.